really? Okay, all right, good. Damn it. Let me turn my thing off. Oh, that's that. Hold on a second. Shoot. Wait, all right, here we go. It's a little scatterbrain at the moment. Hold on. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. Beauteous. How are we all doing today? Doing fantastic, I hope. Good. That's a good thing. Today. I want to try making a small micro spoon. Now, I have those things already as far as, you know what, you guys can't see much. Okay, let me turn you guys over a little ways. Hold that dot. Ooh, oosh, there we go. Nice and clean, look at that, nice and clean. Oh, nice and clean, yes. Okay, so, my thought today is to see about going through and making a full micro spoon, in a sense. And I'm gonna see about cutting it all out of the tin real quick. Where's that? Oh, here we go. My piece of tin. Tinny tin. Nice and shiny, look at them. I guess my piece of tin that's all kind of beat up. I've been kind of, see? So I'm going to go through and cut a couple small pieces. And a couple of pieces that I thought about doing is about that size. I'm just going to draw it out. And then probably another little small one. So we'll see. Let's get to it, shall we? But before we do that, we got to turn the air on. It's getting a little warm in here. Thank all of you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what's the smallest ones I got, huh? That's a pretty small ass one too. No. Okay. And I do want to make this one out of metal, so these micro ones has got to be about only that size. How you guys doing? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, double tap that screen, give a like. What I'm going to actually doing today, you playing, gotta go, okay, whatever. No, I don't play any of those games. Today, I'm going to see about trying to make a spoon. No, not a spoon that you actually eat. No. An actual like fishing spoon. A micro fishing spoon. And I think that might be about the size of what, it might need. We're going to see about that. We'll do two sizes if we can. We'll do a bigger one and then a small one. That's not really going to be a micro size, but yeah, that one would be more micro size because it's only about the size of my finger in a sense. My fingers ain't big. So we'll do that. All right. Now that that's settled, let's get to cutting. I gotta get my handy dandy glovies. Part of those at. Ta-da! I gotta get my handy dandy cutters. Where the heck those are at now? Okay, all right. Where'd my cutters go? Here, cutters. Here, cutters. Here, cutters. Where are you? Oh, there you are, cutters. I see you, cutters. Oh, the cutters. Oh, the Nightbot finally showed up. All right, good. So before we do that, though, we actually have to trace. We have to draw, which I'm not a very good drawer, as most of you probably already know, because I've been here enough times. You know I really suck at it. But we're gonna try it out anyhow. Yeesh. All right, I got one. I got one drawn out. I got number 2 drawn out. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. That's what it does on the sides of it. You see it? Look at that. It's a felt marker. But, ow! Damn it. There's the 2 I got done. Don't worry about the little extra leg on the small one. I know it looks like, little antenna sticking out. Yeah, we don't worry about that. I could put a little eyes and nose and mouth on it, but no, we don't want to do that. Anytime you deal with metal, you gotta put some gloves on. Close. They look like it. You better believe they do. Especially those. These are resin. These are all resin. These are actually fishing blades for my inline spinners, which are, hold on, let me show you, for these. That's what they are. That one's a different color though. As you can see, come on, really? There we go. There is a different color one. And that one's resin as well too. And of course you can see the rest of the body for it. That's the rest of the body for it. And it goes turnsies. Just like that. So I traced that one out, and that was pretty nice. And I'm going to try to use that one along with the other small one that I got, because it's like really micro, and I'm trying to do a micro spoon. I mean, I literally could almost use this because it does have a little concave to it, but I'd rather have something a little bit more better than what this is. And I'm not saying I still couldn't probably make one out of these. Probably could. That's another time, not this time. All right, enough yakking, right? All right, let's get to cutting. So take some tin snips, whatever, metal cutters, whatever the hell you want to call them. What I usually do on these is I usually go try to make a cut, like a square, and then I cut them all out, then take it and go all the way around it. Once we get that done, and we set that down there. Whoops, sorry, a little noise. So now we're left with pretty much this right now. as you can see it. And away we go. Ooh, all right. Then we got a little smaller piece. Bam. And another little small piece. So we got two smaller pieces now. They're kind of squared out. Yeah, I do get a little waste out of it. That's why you wear gloves, because you will cut yourself, boy. Ooh, yeah. And I am just kind of going at a little hurriness and just kind of willy-nilly doing it. Other times I'll actually cut it a little closer so I don't have as much waste. But right now, don't really care. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an outline of that. We're going to cut the outline. It always takes an extra minute or so at the time that we go through and cut all of this. But usually once you do it enough times, you start to get the hang of it, and it actually does pretty good. So sometimes just by me yakking with you guys for just a little bit here, a lot of times I can get actually quite a bit done. And it would actually still look pretty good. As you can see, a lot of it is starting to come off because I'm kind of going around on the outside of the edge of the piece. So I will come back and kind of refine it just a little bit more than what I am doing right now, but it's actually doing pretty good. Oops. Now we got a little too much right here. All right, almost there. These little pieces, they get stuck in your shoe, forget it. So I try to like to put them in the trash as much as possible. So that way I ain't got none of that hanging around here. You would have thought that would have had a trash pretty dang near close. So that is a rough cut. That's a really rough cut. Majorly a rough cut. But you can see, even as a rough cut, it's still pretty much all the way around. That's not too bad. That's one of them. Let's do the bigger one now. So we're only how many days away from Christmas? I think we're exactly a week away now, aren't we? It's next Thursday. Christmas is next Thursday. What are you guys doing for Christmas? You guys going anywhere? You guys doing anything special? What are you guys doing for Christmas? Put it in the chat what you guys are doing for Christmas. Getting there. Little by little. Yeah, what are you guys doing for Christmas? I ain't going anywhere. I'm staying home. And I always feel there's no place like home. Which there really isn't. Okay, we got another rough cut. That's on the bigger one. It's just some jagged edges. We're going to clean that up real quick. almost like doing arts and crafts, but with metal. You see, it's almost like doing arts and crafts, but with all metal. You got any cold temperatures out where you're at? Any of you back east? Or are a lot of you from a different country? I'm actually in the United States, in Southern California. That's where I'm at right now. Gonna take some little fine tuning. I'll put it on the little bench grinder over here real quick. But that's a pretty good little rough cut. I'll fan that part out there as you see what it is. And then I'm not even going to mess with that one right now. I'll just put that on the bench grinder. We'll go from there. So let me get that done real quick. And I'll be right with you. Gotta be careful with those metal shavings. Those metal shavings that get you. They'll get you good. All right, come on. Let's turn you over a little bit. There we go. I'll be right here. Yeah, I'll be right here. This is where the bench grinder is. And then this right here is the drill press. Really? We're trying to call? Hey, sorry about that. Didn't know that somebody was trying to call. Look how well that actually turned out. That turned out very nice. Look at that. Oh, except for that little spot right there. You see it? That's where a burr is at. I gotta get rid of that burr. But everything else is turning out pretty good on it. Nice and straight, nice and clean. Gotta take care of that little burr. That's not bad. That's not bad, right? That's not bad at all right there. I'm trying to make a spoon. That's what I'm going to do right now. How are you doing, Joe? Nice. Hope life's treating you well. Yes, it is. JJ? Yes, it is. It's definitely doing very well. What are you doing for Christmas? I have one more to do real quick. I'll be right back. Almost done. Just about done. Yeah. Careful. All right, that's how much one side. That's just pretty good. I smacked her up there. These are no birds. Ooh, bird. There we go. That bird's off. What? Alright. That's going to be good enough for now. Bam! Nice little small one. This is going to be a nice little micro one. So, since I have both of these, got them pretty well done. Now I can take my glove off. Because I still gotta drill 2 holes in them. I gotta drill 2 holes. One's gotta be at the top, one's gotta be at the bottom. Because these are gonna be micro spoons. They are gonna be, that one's gonna be a small one. I should make them out of a little bit thicker metal, but as of right now, that's what I got. And then I'm gonna make a little bit bigger one. That one's actually gonna be quite nice too. Yeah. So let's drill some holes real quick. Ooh, wait a minute. Yeah, we gotta drill some holes. Do I have a piece of wood? Yeah, I believe I do. I believe I do. I got a piece of wood. I got a piece of wood. Where are you, wood? Here, wood. If I would, I could. If I would, I could. Yes. Wood. Piece of wood. Where's the other one at? Ah, really? Come on. Don't you love it when you can't find something? Shoot. That's okay. Set that up there. We are going to change, if I can, to a smaller bit. Wait a minute. Do I need to? Ah, shoot. You know what? I may not need to. So, yeah, hold that thought. Pop that right there. And I took that away too fast. Took that away way too fast. Ooh, everything misses. All right. Good. I don't care what it is. Anytime we work with some kind of machinery, especially with, these, metal or something like that, gotta have gloves. You have to. You do not want to get cut, especially with working with, the hooks. Whew, man. Because I'll tell you what, look. See how many times I hit my finger? Look at that. Look at that one too. See, look at that. They do save you. So let's do the small one first. Ah, you little bastard. Come here. You gotta be very, very careful. Very, very careful. You gotta be very careful because it can turn on you. That's bad though. That's one of them. And the other one we're gonna do at the other end. So we're gonna clean it all off. There we go. A little on the bendy side. That's okay. It's flat, but now we're going to clean it all off real quick. Because you see the little burrs on it? Yeah. Wire, brush that little burrs off. Not too bad. A little dark in here. Didn't quite get it straight. It still works. It still works just fine. Yeah. Yeah. It worked just fine. It worked just fine. Just fine and dandy. Bigger one's a little bit more easier. Let's see. Yeah, bigger one's a little bit more easier. Alright, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh. Shot off like a little dart. I was like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? And there it is. Wired both ends off. Take the little crap off. Now, we bring our little handy dandy today. So, let me see what I got on here. I actually got the one that makes it towards. Okay. This is just doing a quick rough thing on it. That's all it's doing. Because I want to make it, I want to bend it, and then I want to paint it. Or actually, I want to bend it, then I want to paint it. That's actually not too bad. pretty good. A little bit of curve to it. Yep. Pretty nice. Okay, and then we're going to do the other one. We're going to straighten out the edge. The major edge first. All right, flatten that out. All right, good. I flattened that out. We're going to do the back side of it, because that's what it needs. It don't take much pressure either with this. No way in hell. All right. Nice and straight again. Well, bam. All right, here we go. Let's do this other one. All right, we're gonna do this one on the skinnier side, because it's so small. All right, here we go. All right, one more time on the one side. All right, that's not too bad. All right, so it has a little curvature. There you go. That's pretty nice. Now, what I want to do is, right where I got the little hole, I do need to flatten that out. Just a smidge, but still keep the curvature in the middle. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it, folks? Can we do it? I think we can. One second. 1 second. We will have this done in 1 second. That would be a bam. A boom, bam. So, now that that's done, let's throw a little bit of paint on that, huh? You can definitely see the curvature on it. Yeah. Don't worry about the hole. I know the hole's weird. I know. Oh, look, alternative twist is in there. Thank you. Yep, that's one of them. And then I got the other one done too. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. In fact, they actually look pretty good when they're all nicely done like that, huh? I might take the wire brush over again. Hold that thought. You gotta be careful with it because you can start to slowly but surely burn it. See it? It was coming out really nice there for just a few seconds. And all of a sudden, it's like, what the hell? He started getting all weird on me. That's pretty shiny. That's pretty nice. Let's see about the little small one. We'll hit the small one just a smidge. Pretty nice. I can't wear the gloves when I'm trying to do that. I always definitely say wear gloves, definitely, all the time. I can't wear gloves when I'm trying to do that because it gets my gloves get in the way. That's pretty nice though. Pretty nice. So, since we got that, we got both of those. Let's see what else we can do. Yes, let's see. How about maybe a little bit of paint? Think paint would look pretty good on it? Or you think leaving them silver like that would look good? Paint would also look really good, especially that one now. Paint, you say? Oh, okay, all right. You the boss. No problem. Paint it is. All right, so what color paint do we want to do? How about a yellow color paint? That's always pretty nice. Yellow color paint is always really nice. Put like a little black thing over the top of that. Overspray of black right over the top of that. Because remember, it's like a spoon. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty good. All right. Wait a minute. Hold that thought. I have to. Where's it at? Oh, here we are. Here we are. All the way. Wait, not that one. Not that one, dang it. Okay, here we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, I had these off another project that I did. So I'm going to use these to actually spray these real quick. These are going to be so nice. These are going to be so freaking nice. So freaking nice. Oh my god. They're going to be so freaking nice. Oh my god. Why have all the hooks out here? Ah, dang it. I took the hooks inside, didn't I? I sure did, didn't I? That's okay. I got two in my hand. They're gonna look so freaking nice. I'm gonna open up the door a little bit more so that way, it could all go right out the door. It ain't gonna take much. It ain't gonna take much at all. Nope, not at all. And then we wanted to do a green. Thanks for stopping in, guys. I appreciate all you guys. These are going to be short and sweet. Micro. Itty bitty little teeny tiny things, except for one big one. We got to do these in small layers. Very small layers. Once we get done with one layer, then we'll come back with one more layer after that, which I could have did a base coat, which I should probably did, but that's okay. These you got to do in small, tiny layers, very small, tiny layers. And once we do that, then I'll come along and do a little bit more design on them, and we'll be good to go. In the meantime, I'll take it a week. Thanks for stopping in, guys. I appreciate you guys. I really do. And try to get mosey in. All right. We're doing really thin clear coats on, not clear coats, really thin coats on these right now. Really, really thin coats. So all I'm trying to do now is just do a base layer coat on it right now. That's all I plan on doing right now. And then we'll let that sit and dry for just a few minutes. That actually looks pretty good. I'm going to keep that the way that is, which you guys can see already what they look like. So we're going to set these off to the side for now, just for a few minutes while they sit and dry. And while we're waiting, I can't forget these people. If you guys don't already know, don't forget to look some of these people up. They are here on YouTube. All of these people are here on YouTube. This is the Crappy Man. He's at REALCMJ right here on YouTube. That's Crappy Man. That's his handle on there. That's what you have to look for. Either Crappy Man Jigs and or REALCMJ. The next one is at Ruben Flores Jigs. Look them up too. RUBENFLORESJIGS. Right here on YouTube. That's Ruben Flores Jigs right here on YouTube. One more that you may not or you may know is Really Dairy Tales. REALLYDARRYTALES. Really Dairy Tales. Really Dairy Tales actually does a lot of fishing and a lot of scary games that I sure the hell wouldn't be doing, but hey, he does. All right, whatever. He does it, so if you want to be scared the hell out of your pants, yeah, look him up. REALLYDARRYTALES. Dairy Tales. Oh, Really Dairy Tales. There you go. Really Dairy Tales. Ruben Flores Jigs actually does a lot of custom-made jigs. and other stuff too as well. And Crappie Man does a lot of crappie jigs, same thing as Ruben, and he also does a lot of plastics, whether it be worms, little small minnows, whatever. He does those as well too. So that's three of them. Three good honorable mentions, and I'm sure there's going to be more down the way. If you want to be, have an honorable mention, just let me know or email me. Email me at shows SHOWS FLIES @gmail.com. That is SHOWS FLIES @gmail.com. That is my Gmail or my email. So now that they've been sitting there for a few more minutes, let's see what we can kind of do to give them a little bit more of a design. Are you still tagging? Yeah. So, all right. So, this black? Yes. This is black. So, that's not too bad. We're going to wait until that dries for a few minutes. I'm still thinking about the red one. That one's going to be a little bit more of a different one. Yeah, that one's definitely going to be a little bit more of a different one. That one's a little tough. I gotta be like really quick on that one though. Okay, let's see. We got a little bit of green. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but we'll see out. Ooh, wait a minute. No. This one might be good. I like to move that damn thing. Really? I am not putting that cat back on. That is the wrong cat for that one. That one's a green color. What the hell? Ooh, that one came out really nice though. think that's going to look pretty good. Yeah, I think that's going to look pretty good. So, we got to let these sit and dry for a little bit. In fact, let me take these outside real quick. But let me see if I can kind of show you guys just a smidge what I basically did. There's the smaller one, and then there's the larger one. The larger one's like a 3-tone, in a sense, because you got the black on the top, then you got the green at the bottom, and then like a over mist of what looks like a blood look. I would love to put some eyes on it. That I would love to do. But let me see. Hold on. Hold that thought. I don't have a hole puncher. No, I don't. I don't have a hole puncher. No, I don't. Even though I don't have a hole puncher, I do have drill bits that I can pretty much drill a hole here-ish. All right, so could be a little cattywampus weird, but it might still work. And if it does, ooh-wee. Alrighty, that's not quite centered. That's a little bit better. We're going to do a white. Yes. I ain't doing it. You know what I'm going to do? Paintbrush. That's what I'm going to do. Back up one of these. And the other color I need now is white and black. I wanted a piece of cardboard, which they got right here. What I want to do is just dab it and bring it off with a piece of cardboard and dab it onto the thing there. Make my eye. It don't take much. We're getting there. A little bit different. I guess some days I lose my touch painting, huh? Ew. You know what? Where's the white one? That's what I want to do. That's what it needs. Saving grace. There you go. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. Wait a minute. My eyes suck. Don't laugh at my eyes. Not these eyes. You can laugh at these eyes too if you want. You can laugh at my eyes. It's okay. Yeah, they suck. I know. Spoons. One small minor micro spoon and one a little bit bigger. That's what I'm actually making right now. And the bigger one, I want to put a couple of streaks on it. But those streaks, I was thinking about doing it white, but I also thought about doing it yellow. But I actually want to do it what is it? I like an aluminum color. Aluminum streaks. That's what I want to do. Those I should be able to do pretty good. I hope. We'll see. This is just the start of it. That's all it is. It's not like, they're perfect, but this is my first try at doing the spoons. So, bear with me, will you? That's gonna look like shit. Whoosh. I mean, it's not great. It's not like horrendously bad, but it's not like good though either. So I guess little by little, right? Great. Don't drip. Oh, I totally destroyed that one. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, I totally destroyed that one. Yeah, boy. I need a smaller head on that one. Dang, nabbit. Yeah. Just being too impatient. That's all it is. That one wasn't too bad. That one was okay-ish. Yeah, that one actually turned out half-ass okay. That one wasn't too bad. When I do these things, I want to make myself a template though, to make everything a lot better than just doing it by hand. And of course, I did have a little bit bigger tip, which I probably should use a small one. It would have been a lot better. Especially on my little dinky ass one. The little dinky one, that was pretty horrendous. That one was a lot better though. Yeah, that one was way better. Yeah, that's how I clean my brushes. I know. It's not the right way to do it. I know. Let me see what I can do to half-ass save this one. Probably nothing. That would be a no. Nope. Hold that thought. That is a black. Right? So we'll see. Oosh. Not that one. This one. All right, I covered it all. This one's just gonna get too on. Yeah. Now we're gonna wait for that to dry real quick. While we're waiting for that one to dry, I'll show you the one I just did. Not the best. Not too shabby though, but it is not the best. Still on the other side. That's what it is on the one side, on that. Like I said, it's not the best, but it's still not too shabby. Now it does need a clear coat over the top of that. When it does get that, then that one actually looks pretty good. That one actually looks very good. And I am going to leave that one as is. Because you can see how the splatter came out the front end. Right where the eye is. I think I could touch it now. And you see the little splatter at the end? Yeah, there you go. I'm going to leave that one as is. I ain't going to touch that one. I am going to clear coat that. Because I will show you guys also there too. Now the eyes suck. Yeah, they do. Well, I got to get better on those. I will. I'll get better on those. Some of the little detail stuff I have just a little bit of trouble with. But the more practice I get, the better I'll be. That I do know. But you know what? I just figured at least try it out because this is my first time making a spoon. It is. I am not going to lie about that. It is my very first time making a spoon. Because I wanted to make a little small micro one and a little bit bigger one. It's almost on the same basis of doing what I'm doing, but I definitely wanted to see if I could make it too. And it looks like I can. So that is a good thing. And you know what? I put that away a little too quick. Because I do want to do a small tiny eye on that one. Let me get, oh crap, all right, here we go. That's one I was just using. Let me see what I got. I know I got some bigger ones. I gotta use the bigger ones in order to, not that, that's too freaking big. Nope. Okay, let's see. That one's kind of nice. That'll make a good size. Okay, and then I'll take the little small one and do that. Okay. Oh, too big. Where's that? There it is. Yeah, too big. So this is the one we're going to use. And then we'll just kind of dab it and then take the little small one and put a little tiny eye on that one. With that, hopefully we'll take care of that. Good little look cattywampus. Cattywampus is weird. But I think we'll do just fine. All right. Sheesh. Some of this detail stuff, holy crap. Maybe today I just ain't got patience. So we're gonna let that die for a minute. I think having some eyes would actually be better just to put the eyes on them. These are a little, yeah, at least for a while. Get some eyes and put some eyes on them. They'd be doing good. I can do all the other painting, separate out for now. Frustration goes whoo, right through the roof right now. Your frustration, shoo, go. The patience is gone. The patience is gone. Yes, I know I can do a lot better than that. I know I can. But, you know, right now, that's not too bad. I can stick with that. I can live with that for now. We're going to see about putting a little clear coat on there. What the hell is that? All right, let's see. Do I have clear coat? Probably not. No. Oh, wait. Nope. No, clear coat. No. That really chaps my hide. That really sucks. Well. Well, we'll see how much clear coat we got. Does not seem like a whole lot in this one. Let's see if we got another one. Actually, I gotta throw that one blank. Let's see. That's a glossy white. That's a no. That's a no. That's a no. Oh, that's a green. That's a no. That's a gray primer. That would be a no. That would be a. That's a gray. No. That would be aluminum. Almond. Nope. 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 Well, it looks like we have no clear. Why didn't I get clear? Why didn't I get clear? I don't know. That's okay. There's a smaller one. Weird ass eye. Oh crap. I gotta wait until they dry a little bit more to actually go through and there we go. That's like a rust and black color. That's a micro one. What I mean by micro is just a little bit bigger than my finger. Not much. See? Not much bigger than my finger. That's a micro one. Look at that. They're drying pretty good, and that's the back of it. See, it kind of overruns a little bit on the back. Oh, come on, get off me. Then we do have that bigger one. The bigger one was pretty nice. Yeah, the bigger one's pretty nice. That one's just about almost dry. That's what it is on the back. I had to clean a little bit off the back of it, but other than that, that's pretty good. There's a little top right here. I gotta go clean that all off. And or I just come along and spray a little bit on the black, on the back side and let it go, but that's a bigger spoon. That's pretty nice. That's not bad. Not the best. No, God, no. First time? I would say it's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad for the first time. I know everybody's gonna be like, oh man, that looks like hell. It's okay. That's okay. I don't mind that. It's just one of those things. Or hey, gotta be a kid at heart sometimes, all right? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. I probably will get eyes though, a little smaller eyes, until I can perfect my own little eyes. The best way. So I don't know yet. And of course, that does kind of like a. If that's a little dorky thing, I don't know what is, right? Look at the eye. The eye is so freaking huge. Look at that. The eye is huge. Little dorky ass thing. Look at that. All right, here we go. So now we've got those. Bam. We're going to take this and put this over here. Right out the way. Right out the way. Yeah, I probably should have airbrushed it too. Yeah, because the airbrush would have just made a little small dot and then go on to something else and make another dot. That that I need to keep doing too, and I need to keep trying on that one. But that's definitely those, and I definitely need to make um, some little things to actually hang these things on. Some where we can tie them. Yeah, we need to do something to where I can actually tie these on. Okay, so all right, I got this big heavy one. That's too small. I can't do anything with that one. That's way too damn small. But I do have that big. Do I still have that in here? I think I do. Wait a minute, I'll put that up. Ah, damn it. Put that up there, didn't I? Or is that the same one? Yeah, that's the same one I made it out of, huh? Yeah, sure is, huh? Well, all right then. Whew. That was so close. That was so close. All right. We need to take a couple of these. I got a couple little small pieces of wire that I'm going to make my little things to put on here. So I can actually put a hook on the one side. And it's actually making my own, I guess, split ring, if you want to call it that. Making my own split ring of some sort or something. And so I have cutters. There's the cutters. Wait, I need a small one. Here we go. Small cutters. Big cutters. Nope, I don't need that. All right, let's see. It would be easier to make it on this other thing. So I'm going to do that right now. Gonna be a 1, and then we go a 2. That's not going to be good though. That's going to be too stinking tight. So, since that's going to be way too tight, I need to do this. That might be okay. Trying to make our own little half-ass split ring type of thing. That's what we're trying to do. That just might work out. Not too bad. Now, let's see if we can turn that little baby on there. That would probably be a no. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Come on. There it is. Come on, there we go. Nope. People are mowing their lawn already. Feels like spring out here. Some of you are like, what the hell is he doing? I'm trying to actually get this thing on this piece. It not quite working out just like what I thought it was going to do. Plan B. Does make a nice little swingy thing. See, look at that. Okay. Just keep trying. We'll get it sooner or later, right? 4 hours later. Hey. Don't be saying 4 hours later. You know why? Because look. Haha. Perseverance always pays off. Yes, it always pays off. Yes. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. Now it's on there. Not the best way. But it is on there. Yes, I will have to make better ones or get ones. Yes. Because that one just plain old sucked. So that's one of them. Then the other ones be right on the edge here for the hook. So, yeah. Yep. So, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Do I have anything better? Let's see. Let's see. I don't think I do. I don't have any swivel hooks. I don't have any of that. That's all inside the house. Ah, dang it. Well, I'm at a pickle. Hey, where's my little small one? Oh, hey, really? Pay attention, dumbass. See, I done messed that one up already. Look at that. Yeah, boy. I'll wipe the paint all off of that one and start all over. Or start making a whole new one. This one came out way better, though. That one did come out way better. I got a little too anxious and started scraping up the paint. But that's okay. Not too bad. Just to show us what it does. Time it's all on there. That side and or that side. So for my very first spoon, not too bad. Not too bad. Not like great, but you know what? Not too bad. So I think I'm going to put it at right there. Because that is the better one out of the two. Yeah, that one's good. I done messed that one up bad. There's a small one, and then there's a bigger one. They all have a little small curve to them, and I'm sure they will definitely spin, do what they're supposed to do, but just kind of half-ass throwing something together or live. This one is actually way better than this one. That's okay though. As time goes, this one will get better than all, or the other ones will get better than this one. Gotta get straight, right? Yeah, but that one actually turned out pretty good. That one wasn't too bad. I know everybody's like, what the hell? I was like, hell, yeah. It's okay. No worries. I appreciate all you guys. Thanks for stopping in. You guys do what you guys always do. What's best for everything. Merry Christmas to all you guys. Happy holidays. I will see you guys in a lot of your lives. Thanks for giving me the thumbs up. Thanks for giving me the likes. I appreciate that. That is one of many. One of many. That's the start of one of many. So in the meantime, before I go, don't forget, really, Dairy Tales, ReallyDarryTales. He's a YouTube guy. He does fishing, and he also does horror games. Other games there too, but I've noticed more of the horror games. So it's really Dairy Tales. He does do some fishing too. Don't forget him. And of course, Ruben Flores Jigs, RubenFloresJigs. Ruben Flores Jigs. He does a lot of crappie jigs. He does very well with them. And if you need some, you get them from him. And you can't forget Real CMJ, RealCMJ, which is Crappie Man Jigs. He's on YouTube as well. And I believe on TikTok as well too. Or, a lot of other platforms. But he does a lot of plastic worms. He does a lot of plastic minnows. And he also does jigs as well too. So those are the three honorable mentions. So I appreciate all you guys. Here's the one last look at the crappy one. It's not too bad. I mean, it looks like hell though, and I know it does. Yep, no worries, but that's better things to come for these down the road. So that's more of the crappy looking one, which stuck in my finger. Look at that, it's still wet. And then a much more better one. Not all that great, but it's still a lot more better than what that one is. So thank you guys. I appreciate all you guys. And until the next one, keep on fishing and keep on doing what you do. Thank you very much. Be true to yourself. Be true to everybody else. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to everybody else, especially right around the holidays. Bye.